يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد، يعلم أن أصدق الحديث كلام الله، وخير الهدى هدى المصطفى صلى الله عليه وسلم، شر الأمور محدثاتها، فإن كل محدثة بدعة، وكل بدعة ضلالة، ألا وكل ضلالة في النار. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قال تعالى في محكم تنزيل: وأتموا الحج والعمرة لله، فإن أحصرتم فما استيسر من الهدي، ولا تحلقوا رؤوسكم حتى يبلغ الهدي محله، فمن كان منكم مريضا أو به أذى من رأسه ففدية من صيام أو صدقة أو نسك، فإذا أمنتم فمن تمتع بالعمرة إلى الحج فما استيسر من الهدي، فمن لم يجد فصيام 3 أيام في الحج وسبعة إذا رجعتم، تلك عشرة كاملة، ذلك لمن لم يكن أهله حاضر المسجد الحرام، واتقوا الله واعلموا أن الله شديد العقاب. الحج أشهر معلومات، فمن فرض فيهن الحج فلا رفث ولا فسوق ولا جدال في الحج، وما تفعلوا من خير يعلمه الله، وتزودوا فإن خير الزاد التقوى، واتقون يا أولي الألباب. ليس عليكم جناح أن تبتغوا فضلا من ربكم، فإذا أفضتم من عرفات فاذكروا الله فاذكروا الله عند المشعر الحرام، واذكروه كما هداكم وإن كنتم من قبله لمن الضالين. ثم أفيدوا من حيث أفاض الناس، واستغفروا الله إن الله غفور رحيم. فإذا قضيتم مناسككم فاذكروا الله كذكركم آباؤكم أو أشد ذكرا. فمن الناس من يقول ربنا آتنا في الدنيا وما له في الآخرة من خلاق، ومنهم من يقول ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار، أولئك لهم نصيب مما كسبوا والله سريع الحساب. بارك الله لي ولكم في الكتاب والسنة، ونفعني وإياكم في الآيات والذكر الحكيم. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين من كل ذنب وخطيئة، فاستغفروا ربي إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. Alhamdulillah, all praises due to Allah, the Lord of mankind and the sovereign commander of the universe, the creator of Adam, the creator of mankind. May the peace and blessings of Almighty Allah be upon Allah's Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the best mankind creation of Allah. Our brothers and sisters, I advise myself to be on this paper as I'm advising all of us here to fear Allah. We must know always that fearing of Almighty Allah is a key to a successful life in this world and the hereafter. Our member today is reminding us of starting from the Quran verse Baqarah, Quran verse 2, Quran 2, chapter 2, verse 196. It's all talking about Hajj, how to perform Hajj, and what we're supposed to do when we go to perform Hajj or when we go for visiting, that is Umrah. Allah said, وَأَتِمُّ الْحَجَّ وَالْأُمْرَةَ لِلَّهِ. Allah said, go and visit Makkah to perform Hajj and do Umrah. Lillah, do it for the sake of Allah. Do it for the sake of Allah. You don't have to do it for somebody. You don't have to go to perform Hajj because someone has gone. It's not competition. If you do it because of competition, or if you do it because of function, if you do it because you want people to call you Alaj, you want people to call you Ajia, or you want to put the deeds that they have been doing, or you want people to say, go to meet to this one or Hajj. This will be a Hajj maybe. Allah said, you have no reward. People will praise you on this world, but you have nothing on the day of Qiyamah. How can you spend almost 1 billion, that's 700 million last year? That's how they pay. 700 million old carers to go and perform Hajj. And then you pay that money to take your mother or you yourself, just for you to come back for people to praise you or people to call you Hajj, people to call you Ajia, and you even become angry and upset if somebody didn't call you Alaj or Ajia. Wow. Are you doing it for yourself? Are you doing it for the sake of Almighty Allah? Or it has become function? Now our Hajj and Umrah have become function. You see a lot of people, they go there just because. Come and see the kind of the booty that they are doing. The booty up. Especially women. Yeah, especially women. I was watching some video just quite long ago. Not quite long ago, I think 2 days ago. A group of women, they went to Umrah. Group of women, there were 7 of them. Come and see the way they are doing selfie in Kaaba when they are doing tawaf. And then come and see the kind of words they are saying in Hausa. Let me quote it in Hausa. Hey, Gabuna Mamuzo. Hey, Gabuna. Wallahi, don't fake her finishu. Hey, Ubasara. Wow. And yes, we are all. Size. Kaaba. Yes, we are tawaf. Size. Hey, we'll be at the line. Wow. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah.
Mene wanyanyero etuwo ewu majo ufele di. Ebi ufele idrumo ke ijomo iha wanyanyero balo Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Izabi ke ishabi ko mefeme ni ba mo majo fele idrumo mikaya nano ake ufele hidole aha wofe. Mene ituwo wanyanyero kutuniye Bekani jone domo haji ke umura fi mono. Quran ito biji ego ekuku biji go ha ngani nehu. Ni yebele ni awa ya ke bancho fele yudi. De ke ka shi de ke haji ke umura ne. Wa fe ya le bancho fele ego. Ene wo o mo ni go ba fe. Do fe ya go dia to su mo na yo. Gbogbo ete ego ewo mi hu ye ko. Gbogbo efe ene wo mi hu ni fe. Akakaji na kanji body okati le o haji adesna wo fa wo ba ha kashi haji ala haji people ti ma to fele yi o ba no ko papa ko ye ko fele yi e ka kashi mo ko e mane haje efe fashion mon frère, mon frère, des regards comme elle était, à mettre la table, avec la chasse à l'ifoni, il lui a monné à côté, et au moins, quoi, et size d'eau, et le petit d'eau, mais à mes pieds, n'a pas par le chakra, à la éternelle, money fait and your failure, you will let you money fail.
My brothers and sisters, and I can bet you, I can swear with Almighty Allah and tell you without any doubt that 97% of those who have been going to Umrah or Hajj every year repeat and come and see them, men and women, especially women. I saw a woman last 2019 when we went to Hajj. I saw a woman who was standing in Mina. She was telling a friend of her when there was a little misunderstanding. Then she was saying, do you know me? What time did you perform Hajj? This is my 29th Hajj. 29 times. 29 times. And she was proud of it, and only Almighty Allah knows among the 29 which one is accepted. And I can tell you without any doubt, because I lived there. I lived there for 10 good years. We have been taking people to Hajj, and I can tell you without any doubt, wallahi, 97% of people who have been coming don't even know how to perform Hajj. Some people will come and do everything and go back home without even knowing the principles of Hajj, the wajib of Hajj, the compulsion of Hajj, things that you should do, things that you shouldn't do, and a lot of things. That you will come back home, raising up her shoulder, and even the teeth that they have been doing, they have been putting, those who put the we call it traffic lights, Hajj traffic. So now if you go to Zambu, in our Zambu, wallahi, a lot of people have been killing themselves, especially women. Women, excuse me, let me say what I know. Because it is not going to save you. Hajj and Umrah is not by function. Hajj and Umrah is obligation, is ibadah. So you should do it for Allah. وَأَتِمُّ الْحَجَّ وَالْأُمْرَةَ لِلَّهِ وَأَتِمُّ الْحَجَّ وَالْأُمْرَةَ لِلَّهِ. He said, do it because of Allah. Don't do it because you want people to see, to praise you. So now if you go to Sambu, in our Sambus, every Sunday, if they come for the outing or Sunnah, if they are doing some occasions, wallahi, women will treat it. They have their special place. They call them Ajuri traffic lights. And those who put the two teeth, they call them Akiyairi. And those who put only one, you call them Tekera. You know the meaning of the carrot? The carrot meaning, I don't know how to like this by chance, by force, by sweating before she puts even one. That's the meaning of the carrot. By force, by chance, by sweating before she could even get $100 to put one.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹ bí ẹ̀dẹ́ wọ́n yẹ ní ẹlọ́gbé ìgbàmọ̀jọ fẹ́lẹ̀ kẹ́ afẹ́ ajẹ́ yẹ ẹ̀hìn wọ̀ tí mẹ́gbọ́mẹ́ ẹ̀tẹ̀ nìdí amẹ́kẹ́ bọ̀ ọ̀bla ní ìyẹ bí ẹ̀dẹ́ wọ́n yẹ ní ẹlọ́gbé yẹ ní epo àgbé kẹfà yẹ ẹ̀hìn alọ́ àgbẹ̀ wíyẹ yẹ ẹ̀hìn yẹ títìrì tí mẹ́ nínú ìfi àpẹfọ́ na mẹ́pọ̀ wọ́dẹ́ akẹ́sì lọ́ní àbẹ́fẹ́ yẹ abẹ́hání bẹ̀rẹ̀ hánà ẹ̀dẹ̀ wọ́n máa ẹ̀dẹ̀ hàn máa fi àdọ́ ní mí nà ìjà mẹ́nẹ̀ kẹ́lí pọ̀tẹ́ lóko àti kẹ́lí àgbẹ̀ awẹ́ àgbẹ̀ súná alólóko àti ọ̀ mẹ́ni ètè hajj shikube ame atwame yene care ame ashiwa dana na ekube de care ame care meniji mene weno ye ninetino ke abebuwe ika atwame bi ayoyo alobi mali akimu akiyayemu amuma beno ne dami meniji ete obane ko enyo ye mo sisi ekobe alo enyo ye sisi mo ekobe e amemu amese ame ajo ame ajia traffic light ame ye red good green wo ame hashi dami gbedeba dami abodu sabeti wo wa amese ekajene dinami aji to shikaji bo fie de mo haji e to fie
traffic lights. Those are the professional. They call them professors. So when they come to Audi, the type of food they serve them is different from those who have two teeth. And those who have one teeth too, the type of I'm telling you what I know in my example. I'm telling you, frankly, the reality is still happening up to date. I know as a woman, long time ago, she came back from Hajj in the same house where my friend is in. So I used to visit my friend. So that day I came and then there was a misunderstanding and confusion. So people were begging that woman, saying, hey, I don't know if you have to buy, you don't want to cry. What's happened? What's happening is that the other woman, she said the other woman is jealous in her. She called her by her name, Kandi, without adding Ajia Kandi. Listen, women, it became serious confusion. She stopped talking with that woman. She's not in good time with the woman. The woman one day asked her, anytime I see you, I'll greet you good morning. And then you don't answer me. Sometimes you answer me in your inside. So I want to ask, stop, don't talk to me. You are jealous in my heart. You are jealous in me. The other day, what did you call me? You called me Kandi by my penny. You don't want to add that actual Kandi. Did you go to that height because of her? Did you go to that height because of her? Allah said we should tell each other to live on this river. وَأَتِمُّ الْحَجَّ وَالْعُمْرَ لِلَّهِ. Let your intention be because of Allah. I'm going to this umrah for the sake of Allah. I'm not going for people to praise me. I'm not going for people to say I am Alaji. I am not going for people to say I am Ajia. If you do that, you lost it. You wasted your money, your energy, your time, and you have nothing to Almighty Allah.
Gaji alahaji alohaji abafata aye yochana kambe taaka woni uli na chole kebifu biya biene ekoba ya nye lo yima menye ni ya biya ni mo le akashe achole kindi ni ete haji eba ni sana chala haji ya kindi ko onale o kekede ni emifu ewa konyaka inale ile no na hele no baba hele no wa ko benja mi yo na de mo de ga o inyami baba bi tene kadi kan na mo kan na ko ko hele no yo islam alaikum ni salam alaikum ni no na ka de yo no de ka he ka baba na ni bi no kwenda ni haji ni de e ko ye bi ni haji ni de e ba ona ni o le aka shi ti haji ba ni atomi kende ni titi boni sade pe ajibi ane sade fe haji ya kende chi ko nyami o je kende o Yet, yellow carcass, Ona, Mantofile carcass, getting the get who had English, the back to feel in
فإن أحسرتم فما استيسر من الهدي. Allah is directing us how to do Hajj. And He said, when you take your niyyah, you take your intention, you are going to perform Hajj. And along the line, something happened. You were briefly there. You couldn't make it. Allah said, فما استيسر من الهدي. Get such a gift. Get a gift and give it to someone. Give a gift out. Meaning, you collected your visa and your ticket and everything. You went to Makkah and you are on your way to perform Hajj or Umrah. Then along the line something happened. You fall sick. You lost your passport. You lost your distance. And then they didn't allow you to cross the border from Medina or from Jeddah to enter Makkah to perform Umrah or Hajj. Because they want to see the documents. Then you too, you lost it. So something happened. You were prevented not to see Kaaba and perform Umrah or Hajj. Allah said, that time you have to give Hajj. Hajj here is that you have to give some gifts. Give a gift. From a straight Sarabin al Hajj. Now.
Yabiane, Mantofela Grey. Because all money the camper fan in the Hajj. Ofeito, Cassisia, Biamini, Oshajame, Mokoyaba, Helabanyaba, Onyabanya Timo, one to Babi, Benovana, if we're happy, I did Vimona. If I can't know Nakayaba, Yajabe, Omoji, Lindo Dimoni Plan, a idea, again, Kenny, Domono, Vivo Kenny, Mantofela, okay, the Kenny there. ولا تحلقوا رؤوسكم حتى يبلغ الهدي محله. Allah is still directing us, showing us how to do. He said, ولا تحلقوا رؤوسكم, and do not take off your hair. Do not do baba. Like the way if you go to Hajj, you have to take off our hair. You have to do baba. In this case of you that you were prevented not to perform Umrah or Hajj, give such a gift. There is a type of gift you have to give it. You have to buy some gift, and that is to buy a ram and give it as a gift. A ram, you buy and give it as a gift. وَلَا تَحْلُقُوا رُؤُوسَكُمْ. Allah said, do not take off your hair. Do not barber your hair. Make you continue. حَتَّى يَبْلُغَ الْهَدْيُ مَحِلَّهُ. Until you make sure that the gift that you give has reached to its destination, has reached to the people you're supposed to give gift to. Now, ni ebala na kai ni mantofele ke okeniye. Susu moni yo midi. Kadi to obe oganye ohete jebe hemo ni okeke. Tin na kai kolu ani okera ke. Bomone ni onha ole akashi eni otawo ni ashe me ni otawo ni ashabudi e ashabudi dani oku oyi kaje na kaka oyi dan ewo obana akashi dani wo gbo aje na dani baraka ambana bakuri aje shishi akunwi dan. Then Allah said, فمن كان منكم مريضا أو به أذى من رأسه ففدية من صيام أو صدقة أو نسك. Three options. For who? فمن كان منكم مريضا أو به أذى من رأسه. When it's time for us to take off our hair, for us to do baba, and who among you, if the person is sick, if you are sick, أو به أذى من رأسه, or you have a problem in your hair, if you take your hair, it's going to cost you. If you take your hair, it's going to cost you something.
you cannot take off your hair. Then Allah said, فَمَنْ كَانَ مِنْكُمْ مَرِيضًا, among you those who are sick, أَوْ بِهِ أَذًى مِنْ رَأْسِهِ, or you have some problem in your hair that you're not supposed to take barber. Allah said you should do 3 options. فَصِيَامٌ, here you fast. You will fast 3 days or 3 days in Hajj, 7 days when you come back. That is 10 days. You will fast 10 days in replacement of you not taking your hair. Or sadaqah, or you buy something and give sadaqah in Makkah. Or nusk, or you buy a ram and give sadaqah, or slaughter it and give sadaqah in Hajj. That is the 3 options. Whichever you take and do, Allah is accepting it. On what time? That is the time, it's time for us, and that is which day? That is the day of Eid, the day that we are performing Eid, the big one, Eid al-Adha. The day we are performing Eid al-Adha here, that day over there in Makkah, they are leaving Muzdalifah, coming to throw shaitan, and after the throwing of shaitan, they have to go to Makkah and go and do 7 times tawaf. We call it tawaf al-ifada. Then they will go and do Safa and Marwa 7 times. Then they will come back to Mina. And then if you come back to Mina, they come back to Mina, now they are coming to do what? They are coming to take off their head and they are coming to do their slaughtering. After that, before they take off their white clothes. So Allah is saying, when it's time for you to come and take off your hair, to do baba or to do sakura, it's 2 things. It's either to do baba or to do sakura. But Allah said, may Almighty Allah bless those who do sakura. Allah Himself bless those who do sakura 3 times. Then He blessed those who do baba 1 time. But all is the same. But the blessing for those who do sakura have 3 times blessing from Allah, and those who do baba have 1 time blessing from Allah. But those who did not take it at all, those are the one Allah is talking here. He said for those who are sick or they have some problem in their head which they don't supposed to do baba, Allah said then you have 3 options. It's either to fast, or to give sadaqah, or to buy a ram and give it out in replacement of taking off your hair. Now,
again, you try to more. Many dear, I may try as she the eat were best low and Anna, who are tall as Sapura. They come there, I may drop it and my fidelity. Then only I may show none of Floro. The Amehani, you try fair, I see it, and the one that I drop of Kubik and my fidelity. She many, a Quahilla, alone, and were back at Boboni or you dress she. Ni exactly ni ebala akashi sana je ijọ ego ba se wele kempe no ni sami go fi ile sani oyima de jebe ko ni ke obashia ko ba fe go chi be go fata no na bi ma alo sani o fe bi o shan afole ni afole shan be ko ba gbe kolo ni go ka fe bi ni go ka shan afole e alo no ni ji sani okay wọ̀nyí kẹ́jẹ́ mẹ́jọ fílẹ̀ dáàbì ìjọ ẹ̀dùn ló ṣe ẹ̀ ìbára ní olùdúkọ ayé ìlú.
Allah said in the Holy Quran, فَإِذَا أَمِنْتُمْ فَمَنْ تَمَتَّعَ بِالْعُمْرَةِ إِلَى الْحَجِّ فَمَا اسْتَيْسَرَ مِنَ الْهَدْيِ فَمَنْ لَمْ يَجِدْ فَصِيَامُ 3 أَيَّامٍ فِي الْحَجِّ وَسَبْعَةٌ إِذَا رَجَعْتُمْ تِلْكَ 10 Allah said, if you are safe now, those we talk about them, those who were prevented not to come and perform Hajj or Umrah for due to some circumstances. Allah said, when you are free and safe, now come and do your Umrah together with Hajj. Come and do your Umrah together with Hajj. So you can perform, that is what we call Hajj Tamattu. And that is the one we Africans, and a lot of Africans have been doing. Hajj is very grand. We have Hajj Tamattu, and we have Hajj Ifrad, and we have Hajj Qiran. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in his time performed Hajj Qiran, but he urged the Ummah and said, whoever wants to come and perform Hajj, the person should try and do the Hajj Tamattu. Why? Because that Hajj Tamattu is, we call it Hajj Tamattu because it's one of the most excellent Hajj that you do Umrah, and after Umrah you wait for some few days, then the time of Hajj will come, then you continue and do the Hajj. That is what Allah is talking here. He said those who are coming to do Umrah together with Hajj, then they should do what Allah said they should do. But if you couldn't get the money to do the slaughtering, the layah that you have been doing in Hajj, then Allah said you have to fast 3 days in Hajj. فَصِيَامُ ثَلَاثَةِ أَيَّامٍ فِي الْحَجِّ. You fast 3 days in Makkah. وَسَبَعَةٌ إِذَا رَجَعْتُمْ. Then reserve 7 days, remaining 7 days, then you do that after you come back from Hajj, back to your country. After coming back to your country, then you perform and you do 7 days fasting. Then Allah said, "Tilka asharatun kamila." It's a penalty of those who couldn't do the slaughtering. Those who couldn't do the slaughtering. And then the type of Hajj you are doing, that is tamattu, famastamta'a. Those who are doing the Hajj tamattu, do Umrah, finish, wait for the time of Hajj, and come and perform Hajj. And I'm telling you, 99% of we Ghanaians are performing Hajj tamattu. We are performing Hajj tamattu, Umrah and Hajj. So, and then this is the time you have to do slaughtering, because Umrah and Hajj you have to buy a ram and slaughter. Some rams are $150 and some are $200. And maybe this old woman or old man doesn't have this money. So Allah said the penalty for you not buying a ram and do the slaughtering over there is to fast 3 days in Makkah, and then 7 days when you come back. Allah said, "Tilka asharatun kamila." That is 10 fasting completed now.
Yakia ne wanyie nyalo hawa nawali. Mancho fele to. Akasi agbena kaji ebala akashi o ya fi haje. Biamini eku anoko chi o na ni bonye o ya ke o ya ba ya fi hajj tomato. Ni yabia ne aga haje ayami ete. Hajj tomato ni jene hajj ni ifrad ke hajj kira. Hajj Quran ti noni balo Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam fi. Chinde efe etan de akashi ni benyo mise ni nyense e ba nye hanye akaka ni ba hajj e fi hajj tomato. E wo e akashi wo me ni wo yo kana chi mo kaji wo te ye hajj tomato di noni wo ya fi o. No umura ya mi dani hajj ye. Oba fe umura kogbe na oba jie oye ni biye oba hishi oba me kadi beje nisame aya fe haje odu ya fe ufadai iwo nu e ni biye no ye loko mebi baba ga tani ogbe na sa ko sha poli edo o mo no nye no na shika no ka hetu o ka sha poli ye debe bale yima ye tere jebe ka ogba o ma mi ye do ba ni pe Oba hima ochi ofadai oni le inuma ene bahani noni uyabiye ayi.
The reason why they call it Hajj Tamattu, the meaning of Tamattu is the enjoyment Hajj, the Hajj of enjoyment. Why? Because you do Umrah enjoying that reward of that Umrah. Then after Umrah you remove all the clothes, the white clothes, we the men. You remove all the towel, the one we have been putting on and then wrapping here, you remove it and stay maybe 1 week or 2 weeks before the time of Hajj. Then you put it again. So that is why we call it Hajj Tamattu. But the one we call it Hajj Ifrad. That Hajj Ifrad is when you come and perform Umrah. You are not going to remove that white clothes until the day of, even if it's going to take you 2 weeks or 1 week before the time of Hajj, that white cloth is still with you. You are not going to change and put any local clothes. So that is what we call Hajj Ifrad. That one, you remain in that clothes. If it is going to take you 1 week, 8 days, 7 days, 6 days, you remain in that clothes. But what you can do is you can take it off, wash it. You can wash it and then dry it and then put it. Meaning you cannot put any clothes that there is thread in. So you continue putting it until you finish Hajj. But Tamattu is not like that. The enjoyment Hajj that Quran is talking about here is that one after performing Umrah. Maybe you go early from Ghana. We reach there maybe 10 days to Hajj time. So when you reach there, you perform Umrah, remove those clothes, put it, and then put your normal clothes for maybe 9 days or 10 days before the time of Hajj will come. Then you put it again. So this is the enjoyment we are talking about now.
Nígbà lọ Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam kẹ́ akẹ́sìkájì ẹnẹ́jì ó kẹ́kẹ́ lòyà bẹ̀kọ́ ní ó fi hajj tó máa tù. Wọ́n ní kò ní wíyé ní ìgbà akẹ́sìká mẹ́ ló bá tó lọ́kùnrin àfọ́yò dábò kàṣí wọ́n ní àwọn àtàlẹ́ yẹn. Wọ́n Muslims àtàlẹ́ yẹn yẹn èjì wọ̀ ìsàmọ́ ní ajakẹ́sì wọ́n ẹ̀jẹ̀ wọ́n bọ̀ wọ́n ní àkọwọ́ fẹ́ níbí ìbí ẹ̀jẹ̀. Ìwọ̀n nìkan hajj ní ìfúrádì náà kájú ọ̀gá màmá yẹn mẹ́rin nìkan pàm lòtẹ́ ẹ̀ ó jẹ́ ààrùn kí a ṣì bí àmì ní kò bá gbé ọ̀nà fẹ́ràn fẹ́ wọn náà. Ìwọ̀n kájú kòkò ní fún ọ̀rọ̀ dìbò ẹ̀ kò bá náà dé gọ̀ yọ̀ yìí. Ṣé àtẹ̀sí ní àgbẹ̀ mímí dé gọ̀ ẹ̀fẹ̀ hajj ìwọ̀ balọ̀ àyègbè àgbẹ̀ kò bá náà jí è tó fọ́ yìí kọ́ fọ́ yìí ló ká lè bí yẹn wọ́n kù sọ́ fọ́ tó wù. Bí àtẹ̀sẹ̀ wọn ní máa jíè ní ìkẹ̀bà fẹ́mi lè máa ká náà bí nìjí náà ní máa wò àjàkẹ́ ẹ̀sà ní òkú ọ̀ màmá ní apẹ̀ ẹ̀dẹ́gbà ẹ̀tọ́ mi ìwọ̀n bẹ ẹ̀sà ní wọn ní òkẹ̀bà àjàkẹ́ ẹ̀ka ẹ̀yà fẹ́ màmá ní pàǹdìẹ̀ mi dàbí ìwọ̀n bá náà kẹ̀sẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ nọ́ọ̀ ẹ̀fẹ̀ mọ̀ ìwà wà díẹ̀ ìwọ̀n gbà lọ́ọ̀ kẹ́kẹ́
Allah said all the penalties that will catch you in Hajj, you have to perform them. You have to do them. You didn't get money to do the slaughter. Allah said fast 3 days in Makkah and 7 days when you come back to your homeland. Allah said if you didn't do that, then fear me Allah. But tabuni, fear me Allah. Do not cross my boundary. وَاعْلَمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ شَدِيدُ الْعِقَابِ. Remember, you go to Hajj and do it and you didn't do it clearly or you didn't do it right and you're supposed to do all the penalties that catch you. For me, Allah to forgive you. But if you didn't do that, Allah said, remember my punishment is severe. So don't get my punishment.
Hey, Mantofele be money. Mantofele kagashi. No ya haji ne. Totomo enfe ni baba fe momi. Kenona ba to bage. Kafe kana sabo. Kapu onye oshiro. Kapu onye oshiro. Kapu onye oshiro. Pe. Beto akashoko te ni mantofele ni fumi. Komo mantofele. Komo ane sampo. Ní lẹ́tí ẹ̀jẹ̀ ìyẹn ìṣíà ní ìkẹ́ hàmù ní ẹ̀bẹ̀ bá gbìmí ẹ̀ ìkẹ́ kẹ́jọ́ ọ̀bọ̀bà ní ìṣíà kò ní gbòbà àìtú ẹ̀ ó bẹ̀ẹ̀ sànú owó gbogbo ní nàkàndọ̀mọ́ ó bẹ̀ẹ̀lẹ̀ ní nàkàndọ̀mọ́ abẹ God actually will get to about the fan because Shabbat Ushiya. Come understand no good there. Generally, I said, I can be the one who did my bed. Now call me actually Yamu, they back him, then I can go more. I beg. Man, to feel like actually now, I put on your zero, take a fair more. No, you Shasha will wash Shaka, one or walk back. Come on, only it was told 1 year of Jackassy, man, Timo, after you might never look at Bow. Me, I got your idea, and perform a song. If I see a good idea, I can here, and then we and we eat by if Akashi, that you will never do it, a yellow baby, Conti, we are not baby, can he la mock we are here, we are not baby, when I told Akashi, Tammy, or our fantasy at where I feel idea. Did you do a little more pocket? Tammy, what did not know happy?
We are done with Quran chapter 2, verse 196. Now, Quran chapter 2, verse 197. And then continue to talk about Hajj. He said, Al-Hajju Ashhurun Ma'lumat. Al-Hajju Ashhurun Ma'lumat. He said, the month of Hajj is very known. Everyone knows the month of Hajj. That is Zulhijjah. That is what? Zulhijjah. The last month on the calendar of Islam, or on Islamic calendar. We have Muharram, first month, Safar, second month, Rabi al-Awwal, third month, Rabi al-Thani, fourth, Jumada Ula, fifth, in this month that we are in, Jumada Ula, fifth, Jumada Thani, sixth, Rajab, seventh, Sha'ban, eighth, Ramadan, ninth, Shawwal 10, Zulqa'dah 11, Zulhijjah 12. Then Allah said, Al-Hajju Ashhurun Ma'lumat. He said the month of Hajj is very popular and known. Everybody knows it. فَمَنْ فَرَضَ مِنْهُنَّ الْحَجَّ. So whoever took the intention of performing Hajj, you start taking the intention of performing Hajj in the month of 11. That is in Zulhijjah or after the Ramadan. Whoever wants to go to Hajj after the Ramadan, you started preparation. You took your niyyah after Ramadan. So here in Ghana, after Ramadan, you hear them, all the agents, they will start calling. Imam Abbas and Ku, they will start calling. So Allah is saying that time, فَمَنْ فَرَضَ مِنْهُنَّ الْحَجَّ. Whoever took the intention that this year I will go and perform Hajj. Allah said, when you go to Makkah, فَلَا رَفَثَ وَلَا فُسُوكَ وَلَا جِدَالَ فِي الْحَجِّ. These three things. Allah said, it is forbidden for you in that month of Hajj to receive bad words from your mouth. For people to be listening bad words from your mouth. Do not do any bad thing in hard time. Watching movies while you are in Makkah, watching sexy pictures, saying all these rubbish words. Wala jidala. Allah said, you shouldn't go to Makkah. Wala rafata. You shouldn't go to Makkah and be looking at Arabia with all those white women. Ashawo. You take your ashawo here to over there. And then you are in Hajj. You are in Hajj and then you are on the phone with your girlfriend at home. Well, I said, no, don't do that. Don't do that. When you come to Hajj, you are going to become like a newborn baby on the day of Arafah. Then Allah said, Wala Arafata, do not do that. It is forbidden. Wala jidala fil Hajj. Even agreements. Give and take. Get done. And I said, don't do it. Wala rafata, wala fusuka, wala jidala fil hajj. And I said, don't do all these three things. Watching movies, saying all bad words, watching women, watching men, and then a lot of arguments, unnecessary argument. I said, don't do it in the time of Hajj.
The working mobility, the near phone, the Domakaba, the bay, look on one more hour, now. Well, woman, the size you walk. My professor really and Akashi, only obeying to Akashi Obaya Hajj. Be a mini anima, ni Abena, but someone you do a favor. Alone no, Comeni Baba Cano, someone you do favor. Many watching the young Comeni time here, and I can be one in my work with her, but who may face it to Shawa. The war everybody war, I am fresh, of Fimo, Papa Fimo, and Fiolo. See, that you know, bad over what the Levina. The work I got to poet, to therefore buy a high debit, no one happened in years of that. Some point, you to Fimo. Now, you to Fimo about Fede, some people now lay Akashi, point from Fimo, Kadeshian. That was not a top player. Me, do I go the bed, allow the bed, I won't actually go back to the bed. What said the bed? What now? Who there? What in the answer? Don't care now who I question now who come on to buy. Look, I have them away. Can't now work. I can look away. I feel like hey, but I feel like I can't do you when you are fat. The man, dear. Not this year, no. Kaya fe was the Libya, a come and you let go well. Oh, when I like a family, they have a few. The come on. I don't want to get again. Oh, what do you mean? No, we only G8. Me and your father here, I can now. Can't you see? You see your jolly and German, a jolly thing like I am. What they had. We were better ocean, no camera, in the many, and the few jolly in the big woman, you got a shame in York. We are told we are near me. We are called Taro Hashima, do our own happy, we are just all when we are very hard. Many hard to have the hosted. I tell the can be internet, where could you buy? You can be.
فلا رفث ولا فسوق في الحج فلا رفث ولا فسوق ولا جدال في الحج. It's a command. Allah is for beginners. And you know what? I witnessed back in 2006 that the year Ghana went to World Cup. The first year Ghana went to World Cup. The Hajj of that year. I was there. And then you know what happened? As a student from Medina, when you come to Hajj, we used to help the pilgrims from Hajj from Ghana. We help them, showing them how to perform Hajj and the rest. So in Mina, we do 3 days in Mina. And Quran said you can do 2 days or 3 days, but we the students, we always do the 3 days before we leave Mina. And wallahi, that year, we witnessed something what we saw. One Ajia and Alaji. One Ajia and Alaji. And that Ajia woman, she is a woman who is staying there. She's already there. But this guy is coming from Ghana. I know him. I know him not like I know him in Hajj. No, I know him from the area. And then that day, that first day in Mina, second day in Mina, that's the day of Eid on the 10th, on the 11th, on the 12th, before people will leave there. But you can stay there on the 10th, on the 11th, and on the 12th. On the 13th is the last day. So Allah said, if you choose to do 2 days, on the 11th and 12th, no problem in Quran. If you choose to do 3 days, 11th, 12th, 13th, Allah said, no problem. You have more rewards. And you know, Ghanaians, and what I know about Ghana Hajj God, they used to take all the pilgrims of Ghana on the second day. And that is on the 11th and on the 12th. Everybody will go back to Makkah. But we as students who were there, so we don't come on that day. We always go on the 3rd day. So on that day, that particular year, something happened. All the Ghanaian pilgrims moved from Mina to Makkah on the 12th day. So in the night of that day, there is no food sellers. Those who are selling food. So we have to go out and walk out in Mina to go to the camp of Cameroonians or Nigerians or those who are there. Some of them, they used to stay there until 3 days. So we went to the Nigerian camp and then we get something to buy. All of us were about 8 of us. So when we are coming back, we started opening the tent. The tents are like this, right? Those who went to Hajj some years back, the tents are like this, and they are the same like this in Arafah and Muzdalifah and Mina. These are the tents that they use over there. So we started opening all the tents. Canopy. We started opening them to see if some people left something behind. So we'll gather all, that is what we have been doing. We'll gather all and then we'll bring it to Makkah, then we'll give it to Hajj board. Then they will announce. Whoever knows that he left something back in Mina, they have brought it to. Everybody should come and check. You know what? Hey! Bibini and Wikino. We opened one tent and then we saw this man and the woman on top of the woman doing sex. Not romance, sex. Sex. What that is. In Mina, in time of Hajj. And this man that I know, that's the first time he performed Hajj. That's his first time to come to Hajj. Wallahi is a friend of ours. He's in Kumasi right now as I'm talking. If he's watching me, he knows what I'm talking about. He was the one who opened the fence, then he came back. I said, hey, something is going on there. I said, what is going on? So, because of Kumkwasa, all of us want to see what is going on. Then he said, no, let's go. Let's go. He said, you said something is going on there and then you are telling us let's go. No, we want to see. They say no, we don't have, we should go. Then I say no, wallahi, she not for me. They say no, Fufana, let's go. They say Allah. So far as you say something is going on there, then I have to see what is there. Then when I open like this, naked, fully naked. And then the second incident that Allah said you shouldn't do rafal, bad words, backbiting, gossiping. Don't do it in the time of Hajj. I was performing Umrah, the Tawaf. And I was holding my first child on my shoulder like this. Then I lead some Ajia from Ghana. I lead them. They were almost like 30 something. So I was the one who is leading them. We are doing Tawaf. Labbaik Allahumma labbaik, labbaik la sharik. So I was doing it. And when I finished, I said, now everybody should start praying. Everybody should ask Allah whatever you want. And then one woman among them received call. When she received call, I don't know what the person, the one who called her, what the person is saying. Then what I heard from her, oh, leave them. They will see Pepe. If I come back home, I will show her Pepe. I will show her that she will never marry my husband again. I will show her that I am the Uwadina. I am the best wife. Look, I will create something. That teeth, I will put traffic lights. I will show her that me and her, we are not the same level. Because that's the word she used. Because in front of Kaaba. Wala Zuka, wala Jigala Fekaj. Allah forbid all this now. You are there doing tawaf and then you are insulting someone at home. You are there doing tawaf, you don't know whether Allah has accepted that hajj of yours or not. You are there waiting to come home and then raise up your shoulder and show your co-wife that you are not her time. My brothers and sisters, the khutbah at the end now. But you know what? The most dangerous thing, I must say it. Hajj is not by force. Allah said, in this tattoo, and Hajj is not by force because it's not competition. It's not by force. You can be rich. But if Allah didn't call you, you cannot go. But when Allah called you and you go and you didn't perform it well and it is not acceptable, now Hajj become compulsory on your neck. Allah will call you for accountability on the day of Qiyamah. Listen to me and listen well good. Hajj is not compulsory. It's not compulsory. If you didn't go to Hajj, Allah is not going to call you for accountability. Allah is not going to punish you. Allah is not going. If you go to Hajj or didn't go to Hajj, a lot of people didn't perform Hajj, but they will enter Jannah. But listen, and listen well good. But when Allah called you, and then Allah accepted you to come to Hajj, and you pay money and go to Hajj, and you didn't perform it well, and it didn't accepted by Allah, now Hajj become compulsory for you. You have to pay it before you die. If you didn't pay it before you die, Allah will punish you on the day of judgment. You understand what I'm saying? I don't think you understand. Let me repeat it again. Hajj Hajj and then by force on mass. The 5 pillars of Islam. That is, the Hajj is the only one Allah said from the Ministata and the Sabina. Allah said, for whoever Allah has given you chance and money to go and perform, fine. If you didn't go to Hajj, it's not compulsory. Mana, if you didn't go to Hajj, Allah is not going to punish you. He's not going to ask you, why didn't you go to Hajj? But if you get a chance and pay the money and go to Mecca to perform Hajj, and then you didn't perform it as Islam said, and it is not acceptable by God, now from that day it became compulsory for you to pay it to Allah. Now Allah is owing you. You understand what I'm saying? So it means Allah don't want you, or Allah doesn't want you to go to Hajj and go and do pasabasa and come back. If you go and do pasabasa, then Allah said, I will call you for accountability. You have to go back and do it correctly before I will accept it. اللهم اعز الاسلام والمسلمين وذل الشرك والمشركين دمر الكفر اعداء الاسلام والدين بارك الله لي ولكم في الكتاب والسنه سبحان ربك رب العزه عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين